What do you think of when I say dangerous animal? You've probably imagined something large, with sharp claws or fangs. Something that, if it attacked, could cause you real harm. In the western US, you might be thinking of grizzly bears or mountain lions. If you're a beachgoer, you might be worried about sharks. Maybe you've seen videos of swift-striking venomous snakes. Or maybe it's seemingly placid hippos, suddenly charging with aggression. But in reality, the most dangerous animal on the planet doesn't have teeth or claws and is vulnerable to a single swat of your hand. It is a mosquito that we need to treat with real caution. Let me tell you why. This is ASU. So, what makes a mosquito such a dangerous animal? Well, mosquitoes transmit many different diseases, such as malaria, dengue, Zika, and yellow fever. Every year, more than 700,000 people die from mosquito-borne illnesses worldwide. Of these, malaria is the most dangerous. It is caused by various species of the genus Plasmodium, with Plasmodium falciparum being the most deadly to humans. Every year, we have 500 to 600,000 deaths from malaria, and most of these are children under the age of 5. The majority of cases occur on the African continent, though there is malaria all throughout the tropical regions of South America and Asia as well. Human malaria can only be transmitted by mosquitoes of the genus Anopheles, and there are about 30 species that we know of that are vectors of malaria. The disease is transmitted after a mosquito takes a blood meal from someone who has malaria. With the blood meal, the mosquito takes up the parasites as well, which undergo a developmental process within the mosquito. It takes about 2 weeks of development of that parasite until they have made it to the salivary glands of the mosquito, where they will wait until that mosquito takes another blood meal. As the mosquito pierces the skin with her proboscis, she spits out a little bit of saliva to help her with the flow of the blood and to slightly numb your skin. Within that saliva, the malaria parasites travel to the bloodstream and start a new infection. To know how to protect ourselves from mosquitoes, we need to know a little bit more about the mosquito's life cycle. Female mosquitoes lay their eggs in water. After hatching, larvae live in water eating algae and other microorganisms. And eventually they pupate into the adult mosquito as we know it. In other words, water is essential for mosquito development, and without it, they cannot reproduce. So, make sure you scan your backyard for places where water could stand for at least a week, and make sure to remove those potential mosquito breeding sites. Another way to protect yourselves from mosquito-borne disease is to make sure that you're not outside when mosquitoes are at their peak activity. So at dusk, it's good to just move inside if you have an air-conditioned place, or close the windows and the doors. If you can't do that, then the next best thing is to wear long-sleeved shirts and trousers so that you minimize your exposed skin. If that is not possible, there are repellents you could use to apply on any exposed skin. If you live in or travel to an area of malaria transmission, it is a good idea to always sleep under a bed net and take anti-malarial prophylactic drugs in case you still get bitten. Unfortunately, we still don't have a very effective vaccine for malaria, or for most other mosquito-borne diseases. So while you may hear dangerous animal and you think lions and tigers and bears, it is the smaller ones that, statistically at least, are a far greater threat to us. They might not have the bulk and the big teeth, but they should be treated with caution. Our best defense against the threats they bring is combining common sense and science to understand how to effectively manage them. This was ASU. Thanks for watching.